So we're doing some Tears of the Kingdom. Welcome everyone to the stream. Before the stream, and to warm everyone up, we were talking about Weezer. We're talking about Dum Dum Drum Drum. Yeah, exactly. So welcome, you guys. If you're not here right away, then where are you? God, these Edifier speakers. I have like these amazing Edifier speakers that just kick ass. I have them hooked up to my monitor. I have them hooked up to my computer. They go, baby. They go. They know they go. But yeah, I mean, I don't know how many bands any of you guys have been in, but you know, I've had fights with my drummer because my drummer was my brother. Also, I have had like egotistical drummers. Not exactly super egotistical, but I have had. Oh my goodness. This is loud. Yeah, it's fine. It'll do. I was listening to the other... Alright, who... So anyway, for those of you guys who did not listen in, sir... Oh, hi. You're on a fucking bear? We're getting you off that bear. Boo boo. Okay, so yeah, I got another one here. Oh boy. Is it bleeding through that steal his bear, Grand Theft Bear? Listen, we're trying to steal the bear here. Give me a moment here. Golly. Okay. The speakers are ridiculously loud. I don't know. Oh, wait a second. I know how to turn them down. Okay. I have the controls to turn them down. I don't know why they were so loud. Oh wait, that's right, because I was jamming the rentals. It was a thing that happened. I was jamming the rentals. Now the bear... Oh yeah, the bear's over here. We can tame the bear. We can tame the bear. Watch this. Come back here, you dumbass. Boo boo. We can electrocute the bear. Dang it. It's the bear from the movie The Great Outdoors. Bears also last a long time. We can mount the bear. Get out of here, bear. We killed the bear. He came with honey. He came with raw honey. We tried to love the bear. This is probably the first time finding a bear in this area. I was very amazed with said situation. I know where other bears live. Boo boo. Give me that biscuit picnic basket. You're dead, bird. This is how, so if you guys don't know, that's how they make... Come back, Bambi's mom. Bambi's dad. Oh, what's up? Okay, cool. Look at this. We're gonna commit crimes. No, that's not how we commit crimes, but sure. That's not how we commit crimes, folks. Oh, I got 7 of these. These are fun. Well, come back here, dude. Hi. Hi, no. How's everybody doing in the chat? Hopefully everyone's well today. We're winning. This is the whole point of this game is winning. We just got through some giant stereo. Okay, cool. Actually, I do need some more Lizalfos horns. Okay. Trying to figure out the perfect volume here. But we tried, guys. Okay, so what we are gonna do here, there is a baby at the Tiflo ruins. And so he like lives up around here. Oh, I want some of that bass. Just give me some of that. Oh. Fuck that stick. It's raining, so it's gonna be even worse. But yeah, my day was good. I got free tacos at work. That was really great. No, I want to save my ferocious horns. I need those. Cool. No, I need thing. Hi. Cool. All right, I did it. We're so good at video games. Gift tacos rule. They weren't exactly gift tacos. It was more along the lines of, so I work security in an auto plant, and it pays really good money. Well, pretty good money. Pretty good money for being uneducated, I should say. So, well, I didn't finish college. But anyway, sorry to make myself sound uncooler than I am, but I didn't finish college. So anyway, you know, I get paid pretty well for what I do, and I like what I do. But, so, you know, I'm hanging out, and I'm in my booth. I'm actually about to go out again to do another patrol, and it's one of my more lax kind of patrols. So one of the committee men knocks on my door, says, "Hey, you want some tacos?" Yeah, well, we're nearly sold out, so we just got to get rid of them at this point. So I was like, all right. And they had barbacoa or chicken, and they ran out of barbacoa. But they were selling the tacos, but I got them for free. Once in a while, you get lucky, because if they're like grilling burgers or something like that, hot dogs, we get a lot of. Well, I wanted that barbacoa. But yeah, it was a shredded chicken. It was very spicy. They were good on their own, but you know, I had to like do the gringo taco. I had to put lettuce and cheese on it. But it was good. I mean, you know, got some rice and beans with it. The rice was pretty decently flavored. Okay, that's where the encampment is. Now, the thing is, did I get the baby over? Oh, I did get the baby over there. Yeah. It was pretty funny how we did it, folks. You have to watch the last episode. Hey, Squishy Muse, welcome to the stream. Wow. Oh, you got your stuff back, Squishy. All right. Well, we got to do this. I gotta. Oops. Well, I got a mod. Squishy Mew Mews here. Because Bowser's a mod, so welcome. Welcome, Squish. But, yeah. So, anyway. The babies live over there. They are fine. So I can actually take out the baby stamp. Oops. Delete the baby stamp. Okay, so I've been there. I've been there. Gotten the Koroks here, there, and everywhere. Took a while, yes, but finally, well, awesome. I'm glad that you're here. So this under area, we got to figure out what the heck is going on there. Now, I could go there and kind of figure it out, but I think that there is something. There. The Hyrule Castle chasm doesn't really have much, but it has something. Yeah, I was very happy about the free gift tacos. So I got gift tacos today. And then, well, it worked out because I was on my feet a lot today. I was walking a lot. I got about 8,000 steps in today, just at work. So that was nice. Okay. So we're going to do more adventures. Find the 5th sage. That is our main thing. Whoopsie doodles. So we're on the main crest right now. You got a Sylveon? Where'd you get a Sylveon? Oh yeah, in Pokemon Legends ZA. I'll eventually get to that. I have to beat this game first. So I think one of the things that we have to do is go back to Lookout Landing and figure out what we got to do there. I got a Sylveon in Scarlet Violet. There is a Sylveon that is kind of hanging out in one of the regions where you can find Escues really well. Escues. The penguin head, you know, the ice head penguin boys. But I got something there that was actually like pretty good. I got a Sylveon there, and I don't know if that one has good stats or not because that one is one of the Terra Sylveons. I'll have to play with its stats a little bit or check it out, but I sat on that Sylveon. I was kind of like, yeah, I'm good. Okay, I think we got to talk to Josha or... Hey, what's up, girl?
Swordsman, welcome back.
Okay. Okay, so I already know everything about this Pyrapad. So how was everyone else's day? Tell me a little bit about your day. Tell me one good thing that happened to your day. Happened with your day. Really? That's it? Or maybe I'm supposed to talk to Pyrrha again? I guess. I don't know. We'll talk to Pyrrha again and see what she's up to. Little scoundrel. You're using one for the first time? Well, there you go. Yeah, I was thinking about using my Sylveon, but then again, it's like my Gardevoir kind of does a lot of my stuff when I play Pokemon. All right. Okay. So we've got to look for that 5th sage, they say. Mobilize this. Okay. They had 6 sages here. Hey, Switchy, welcome to the stream. Did you know that Stone Cold Steve Austin was the first beer drinking everyman wrestling? There was no Sandman. There was only Stone Cold Steve Austin. There was no Sandman. That's goofy. There's no such thing as Sandman. Princess Zelda was one of those sages, one of those people, sage of time. There are 5 sages we know of. Leaves 1 more. Well, we've seen in the memories, Sandman never existed. Yeah, there was no Sandman. That was just a figment of your imagination. That was Stone Cold Steve Austin. With an eyebrow piercing. And he really liked to smoke cigarettes. It's worth revisiting the ruins from the Age of Legends, they say. So the Age of Legends. The ruins from the Age of Legends. Okay. You're a dope. What you got, friend? Brethren location? Alright, well. Fucking Mandela effect. Right? Mandela effect, absolutely. So she is saying, why aren't we getting like a hidden clue? So I don't know if you guys have played the game here. There are 5 stages we know of. There must be a clue somewhere. Age of Legends. The ruins from the Age of Legends. See what it says in the adventure log. The sages have their own region covered. That's funny. I think that there's just mountain right there. There's in a chasm. Well, let's go looking. Great Abandoned Central Mine. I don't think there's anything here. Isn't there like a factory? Because I went to the factory before. As you guys know, I went to the factory. Abandoned Kakariko Mine. Abandoned Laniru Mine. Oh, there's also some light roots that I can get right there. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the map and going, oh, I'm missing some light roots, guys. Help, help. Help me, help me. Okay, where's the cheese? That's a fire temple entrance. Doesn't help us much there. This is for dum-dums. This game is stupid and stuff. Just kidding, no it's not. You're gonna hear a lot of ums and uhs, guys. Abandoned, what is this? Okay. Am I gonna have to come in a little bit? Abandoned Karakara Mine. Abandoned David Carradine. What if one of these mines was named David Carradine? Wouldn't that be quaint? What's that? Lindor. Get some Lindor chocolates. Gliok Den? I don't like that idea. I don't even like fighting Glioks. Wait, what's my... Nibbler, get out of there. It's my cat. If it was named David Carradine, you would have to watch out for loose belts. No. My housemate was telling me that I have to be healthy or I will die like Michael Hutchence or David Carradine, and I said, why? Like, why am I gonna die like them? Well, spring, there it is, Construct Factory, right there. That's where we need to go. This whole time. There's a bargainer statue right there. Let's go. Let's see what we got. Nibbler. My cat, she's being a... Nibbler, I will show you to everybody in the house. That's how Agent Fox Mulder's supposed to go out. Come on. Wait, are we talking about Fox Mulder? Cat. Nibbler, you want to get picked up? I don't know. I actually didn't. So there's like, wasn't there like more? And it had to do with that whole thing. See if this helps us more. Okay, we have the Construct Factory here. What? Oh, I was talking about, like, you were saying that's how, what do we got there? You said that's how Fox Mulder was supposed to die? Are you talking about the actor who played Fox Mulder? Okay. Yeah, there we go. Oh boy. I'm a little slow right now. Should have a faster weapon, to be completely honest. Oh. I actually don't remember that episode, surprisingly. What's this? Dusk Claymore. How big are you? Oh god, I hate this. But a psychic told Fox Mulder that. See, I have a lot of, like, the first couple of seasons of X-Files. My big brother Thomas actually gave me, like, the first couple of seasons of the X-Files on VHS, and I own them, and they're fantastic. But really, thank you. But I haven't watched them all. I haven't watched the X-Files since, like, the X-Files came out, and I was a kid, so I didn't get everything. The X-Files was really good until it wasn't. That's for a lot of TV shows, though. That's one of those. That's one of those. It was really good until it wasn't. I think a lot of TV shows, if they go on long enough, kind of have that. Oh yeah, the movie. I remember the movie being, like, the big deal. Well, the thing was, is they were, like, trying to end it, like. You know, they were trying to end the X-Files on the movie. They're like, we can end it on the movie. And no one will be the wiser. But then everyone saw the movie, and then everyone got bigger paychecks. David Duchovny. That's his name. David Duchovny. I'm pretty sure David Duchovny saw his paycheck and went, excuse me. I'd like more money, please. That's the thing. The movie was supposed to resolve everything, and it resolved nothing. I remember, like, my folks were huge X-Files fans, and they got like really upset with the movie because they watched it. They were like, you know, they had all the clues on their own. They were trying to figure everything out. You know, my dad was into it. They also had, what was it, The Lone Gunman. They were watching The Lone Gunman show, and then they also tried to watch Millennium too. And, like, The Lone Gunman was, like, ended up being like a nothing burger show, which was really depressing because a lot of those characters were great in small doses. That was the problem with The Lone Gunman. But the thing at the end of the day with The Lone Gunman is that, like, you can't make a show around those characters. Yeah, it was canceled exactly immediately, right? Yeah, Millennium was okay, but I think it's like one of those things, like, Chris Carter got a big head for a while. But I am pretty sure that both The Lone Gunman and Millennium, like, pretty much, like, cut the wind from his sails. Yeah, it did get 2 seasons. I think 1 season was cut short, but it did get 2 seasons. Yeah, the Curse of UPN. UPN was such a weird channel because UPN was like, yo, 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 urban flavor shows. And then it was like, this is the home for Star Trek Voyager. And also the home for, because remember the late 90s when like everything anime wise, like every channel had to have anime on their kids block. Of course they get Tekkaman Blade and they call it Techno Man. UPN did not start out as urban, that is very true, but it fastly went that way. But yeah, when it became its own channel, it had I think it tried its best to get, wasn't there like Homeboys in Outer Space? That was a UPN show. Homeboys in Outer Space is one of the... Homeboys in Outer Space is a TV show that I think people need to watch. People need to see it to believe it. Yes, sir. I mean, okay, that's fair. It was kind of a sci-fi station, but UPN was very interesting in where it ended up because, like, Sabrina the Teenage Witch ended up there in its later seasons. Switchy actually knows a lot of stuff about... Switchy, you'd get along with Why Do I Say, because you guys both know a lot about TV, and one thing... Oh, shit. There we go. One thing that Switchy has is he collects broadcast tapes on Super VHS of a lot of... I loved... We're actually watching Sabrina the Teenage Witch right now. We're doing a watch-through of it. It still holds up. It's cute. Like, that's the thing. And it's like Frank Conniff is the story editor, and he like every episode he shows up in, I'm like, it's TV's Frank. So, I mean, as like a big Misty fan, like that's cool. You know, of course you have baby Paul Feig, and he's like only in the first season. But Paul Feig and the one chubby guy who was the principal in the first season, they were both from Heavyweights. And I think they were buddies of Judd Apatow at the time or something like that. That's kind of how they got on. Joel was involved a bit too. Oh yeah, I Trace Ballou, yeah, with Sabrina. I think Joel Hodgson. I try to take a look at the credits, but it's one of those things where I got to relook at the credits. But I mean, if you really think about it, it's like, what fantastic talent to have as people to like do your first season, you know, because it's like they're kind of the masters of that dry humor, referential yet dry humor. So he has an 8-fold blade. I don't like that. I need to stay far away from this dude as possible. Okay. Whoa, 47. I guess I can throw a royal bow in there. Okay. Oh. Best bow I got. Ah. We are not looking good. Well, that's why we had what we did have. No! I think I have to go up to the surface. Let's see here. I have a mix of VHS and SVHS, but all air check tapes out of LA. 881 transferred. Yeah, you have like some really cool stuff too. We have watched it on this stream. We have watched some of the fun stuff on this stream. Oh boy. I think I'm just gonna go up there and just smack him. Well, nothing activated here. So the ruins of legend. So I think we're gonna go back to the surface, which is something we need to do. The Poopla foothills. We're gonna go back to the home base. That's where we need to go. Wait, the ruins of legend? Where's the ruins of legend? I'm dumb. Oh, no shit. Wow, Josh J. Weinstein, the original Crow. I don't like the new voice for Crow. I was watching a couple when I was at work on one of my weekend shifts. I was watching various places, various sources. And I was watching, well, I told you guys that, like, my brothers, the night before his wedding, my dad and I were watching Misty all night. And I don't like Crow's new voice.
It's a Google's voice and sounds like this. Like, hey, I'm Crow.
And I was like, I hate this. There's oddly 2 new Crows. And you like one of them. The Crow with the new girl host, I don't like that Crow. I'm sorry. Like, I think that voice is very annoying. It's not fun. It's not a fun voice to hear. Because I don't know. It's not like it's a try. Oh, look at the baby. Look at the baby Goron. Hey, baby Goron, come back here. Slurgo. What a name. Yeah, there's Emily and I like the. I don't mind the Jonah episodes. The Emily episodes are good. Like, I do like Emily as a host. I just don't like that Crow. Gypsy. Yeah, like the Tom is pretty witty, because Tom is supposed to be. Yeah, it's very much a cartoon character voice. It's very much like a,
hey, hey, what you doing? I'm Crow T Robot.
And I'm like, I hate this. Gypsum. I think I know, like, Gypsy kind of like really sucks. But, you know, as somebody who is part Hungarian, I don't like Gypsy. That doesn't bug me. It does not bug me. I know. You guys, Gypsum is a little bit hard to say. Gypsum, and especially for like a lav mic trying to pick all that up. Hello, friend. Goodbye, friend. Do I have this shirt? Yes. Do I have this shirt? Yes. Do I have this thing? Yes. It's up to Roma people today. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But I'm pretty sure they don't care to. Sure, they're not cheesed about it. You'd be surprised at what people are cheesed about and what people are not cheesed about. Do I get to sleep in a bed for free? Because there are some people that are like, I hate the word spooky now. And I'm like, I don't know. It's been a part of this like zeitgeist for so long that look at me on my YouTube video talking about going off and talking about stuff. Sleep in a free bed, winning. So we're trying to figure out what's going on here. Oh, you know what? That's it, you dum-dums. You dorks, this is it, the ruins of legend. It's the ruins of legend. Also, I'm gonna need some more bomb flowers eventually. And good news. I'm gonna throw this rock. Hucking it. You are way more organized than me. Oh yeah, I knew you guys would get along. Pretty much all of the coolest people get along in my stream, which is really nice. That's why you folks should come out and enjoy the conversation. But truth be told, y'all need to watch Homeboys in Outer Space. If you have never seen Homeboys in Outer Space, please watch it. Please watch Homeboys in Outer Space. It's wonderful. And I'm not like, I'm laughing about it, like, you know, it's not even that bad of a show. It's just, it's enjoyable. Okay. Hi, I'd like to talk to you about... Ah, come back here. Let me see your uvula. Yeah? Well, fine. Okay, boys. Just wanted to let you. Just want to let you all know. The like. That is how you find the clitoris. Okay. That is what you have to do. You strap a bomb to an arrow, and then you fire it. And you'll be able to find the clitoris right there, folks. That's how you find it. In case you guys had a hard time, but now you know, and knowing is half the battle. Yesterday you ripped the tape from 1989 Phil Donahue episode interviewing Tom Selleck. Oh, that's awesome. Oh wow, from Sacramento. That's crazy. You're taking a break from Pokemon? We're glad you're here. We're glad you're here. Welcome back to the stream. We're trying to figure out everything. I think... Where are we going here? We're lost. There's a world going on underground. No. I think at this point they just want me to ascend. Oh, that's right, because you dump down, you get dumped down there. Oh boy. Thanks. At first I didn't do much for getting into the hundreds, thousands, figured I need to do something. Yeah. I know that you were saying that the DVD shelf, like, makes life a lot easier. Oh boy. At least there's a little breadcrumb trail there, right? Oh, no. Oh wait. Yeah, it's a breadcrumb trail. They do give us weapons here. Knight's Broadsword and a Boko Reaper. Knight's Broadsword isn't bad if we put it up with something like really good. Pray. Lights of Blessing. No. What do we do? I think this is, yeah, okay, this is the Okay. How about big monsters? Okay. Well, I already know all this shit. That's my problem. Wanted stone. Oh, look at that, guys! It gives us side quests. Enox. Trilby Plain. So these are just side quests to kill shit that I've killed before. Oh, I need rupees, folks. Oh, cool. Look at me, guys. Look at me. Complete side quests. Yes. I just heard the new AFI record, and holy shit. AFI has really just always surprised me. I've been a big AFI fan for years. When they went kind of emo, when they were really following the trends, like in the early 2000s, like Girls Not Grey and stuff like that, I was kind of still into it, and then I kind of fell off. But I saw, I was at the Masonic Temple in Detroit. Or no, it was the Majestic Theater. I went to the Majestic Theater and I saw them, and they were touring with Drab Majesty. So like, that was a fucking great show. You gotta get some rest? All right, Squishy. Well, much love. Thank you for being here. But that was a great lineup. Like, I already am a big fan of Drab Majesty, and so seeing them, they were kind of like, they kind of did like a greatest early hits of all of their stuff, They did a lot of the Demonstration album, and you know, I love the Demonstration. That is a fucking great record. Like, the Demonstration, super good album. But AFI played, and they were doing all of their greatest hits. But, okay, so I've already taken out squads on expositions. I'm good, thanks. But yeah, going to see AFI live is actually pretty good. I haven't, like I said, I haven't got a chance to see Black Audio. But I am a fan of Black Audio. I think that they're a good band, and it's really funny because it's just Jade, Pudgett, and Davey. And Davey actually like takes more, plays more of the music. But yeah, you listen that new AFI. I listened to it myself. I have it on Apple Music, and holy shit, is it good! I like that AFI has kind of been able to evolve over the years, and I think that they're kind of smart for taking the goth post-punk approach, because that's going to be the next big music trend. I'm telling people this. I've been telling people this ever since 2016, that the next big music trend, I said, like, wait 10 years, and when I started Audrey Byrne in 2016, and you know, we were kind of like more of like the cult, the goth rock thing, but it's slowly kind of been building up. It's more of a bigger city thing. Like you see it kind of more, and you kind of see like more of the goth stuff, especially around here. You see it more in the bigger cities, like obviously Detroit, but you... Yeah, I caught it. Yeah, Davey, that's the thing. Like, we're so used to like years of Davey Havoc kind of singing up here, like really just kind of singing in his nose and just sort of like being nasally as fuck. And then when when he sings in his natural voice, I'm pretty sure he's gotten voice lessons. Good for him though. But he's gotten voice lessons, so good. But he's really shown himself to just be a solid singer, and he's good at it. It's a crystal refinery. Get producing. Uh-huh. Okay. But yeah, for me, when it comes to Davey Havok and his vocals, they've definitely changed throughout the years. I don't know where I'm supposed to go now. I'm very lost. Might have to look this up. I hate to, but... Oh, I knew it, guys. I was right. It was going to Kakariko Village, you dork. Okay, Race, it was going to Kakariko Village. But in all seriousness, yeah, let's head to Kakariko Village. And I was looking over Kakariko Village too. You guys saw me go over, and I'm like, maybe I'm supposed to go over there. Huh? Bozo, I'm smart. Let's go. Oh yeah, like Tom Shear. Yeah. He's doing the AFI high-pitched scream, right? Tom Shear's really nice. I've met him a couple of times at least. His wife puts out decent music, but the thing is like Tom writes for his wife Mari, and they're both good musicians. And she writes too, but it's like there's a lot of touches of Tom in her tunes, but a little more pop, which I think is really cool because it allows like Tom to really explore. And Assemblage 23, freaking great to see live. But yeah, Tom Shear's is super cool. His wife Mari is really nice too. I've met them, like I said, a couple of times. I enjoy the hell out of Assemblage 23. Yeah, I suggest you see him if you get a chance. If you get to see Mari Catman, because she goes by her live, she goes by, well, when she plays, she goes by her oh jeez. So the what how do I get this over here? What am I doing wrong? Maybe I gotta talk to somebody. I think I gotta talk to somebody. Would love to. Yeah, you should. The big thing too is because you're a synth nerd and Tom is like full of knowledge. You should like, you could probably talk to him better online, but he is definitely full of knowledge. I'll be right back. I gotta get some more water. Okay, we're back. Welcome back, everybody. All right. So anyway, Toro. Oh, Paya. So here's a funny piece of lore for for what was it? For Breath of the Wild. Paya has a birthmark on her butt. You learn that in the first game. That's why she's so shy around Link, because Link saw her butt one time. But look at Turo. Like, look at this man. If I could look like any man, I would like to look like that man. Because he's cool. Look how cool he is. But that's the thing I like about Black Audio. Like, Black Audio takes a lot of different chances musically, and that's a good thing. Anyway, they're like, yeah. So Princess Zelda, if you guys haven't known, so here's what happened. Princess Zelda was an apparition of the Demon King, and we have to go around and tell everybody so that we can move along the story and try to find a plot. Yeah, I'm glad it's all not trying to sound like, yeah, VNV Nation. VNV Nation's like getting on tour again. One of my friends was like super excited. They're like, oh my god, VNV Nation's going on tour again. Oh man. I was like, yeah, that's pretty neat. They were very excited for VNV Nation. That's the thing. This is why everyone should be watching the streams, even if you're just lurking, or participate, because you always get fantastic music. You always get fantastic music recommendations. VNV Nation, I think at this point, like, VNV Nation is kind of like the godfathers and granddaddies of kind of that modern like agro-industrial sound that, you know, you'll stereotypically hear at clubs. VNV Nation was kind of like the start of that. And so I still think like they're important, you know, because VNV Nation was kind of... VNV Nation was played a lot here because VNV Nation toured a lot here in like the early 2000s. And they still do. But Detroit loves VNV Nation. Well, they're trying to move away from that. Like Necto is like, we're trying to play less industrial music now. More, yet it's okay, dancey than aggro, but it's dancey. It's aggro enough. That's fair. So what I'm trying to say, it's like it's aggro and it's dancey enough. But yeah, I think it's wacky. I think it's absolutely wacky. But yeah, VNV Nation, they are very much loved in Michigan, because you can't go without a goth night without VNV Nation. I don't play VNV Nation. I might now, but because I have my digital gear. But butts are for butts.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yes, that's right. I like this guy's hat. Oh, does he have any eyes? I don't think he has eyes. Did you mold eyes on this guy? You see that rockin' boy booty? Oh. Called Death Guild. In San Francisco, called Death Guild. Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like every goth club, there's always at least 3 VNV Nation songs that are in rotation that are played at any time. Can I name any of them? Not really. But do they get people on the dance floor? Yeah, they do. I feel like you can't go wrong with VNV Nation, though. And yeah, I'm kind of okay on them, but I think they're played out, you know? It's definitely like... It's definitely a group that's played out. You're Lurelin Flame. Oh, he's from Lurelin.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, let's go up there. Let me go up there. Yeah, Blue Tangle is Secret of the Ring Ruins. Well, this is easy to freaking get up there. Yeah. I think it's Blue Tangle, right? Yeah, Blue Tangle gets played a good amount. My fellow DJ Sin, they'll play a good amount of Blue Tangle. And I kind of play like more of the obvious classics. But the thing is that somebody's got to play them. And I always make that joke with a few of my fellow Crypt Keeper. Well, with a few of my fellow DJs, it's like I have no qualms playing such and such, and they're like, "Well, I've played Susie and the Banshees a million fucking times, and I'm tired of playing Susie and the Banshees." And I'm just like, people get into it, you know, and it doesn't always have to be like what the people want, you know. But that's why I've like really kind of came into my own and started to like showcase more Michigan artists when I spin, as well as care about a few more of I guess care about more of like some of the smaller artists that are newer, because that's kind of one of those things. Like I'm into multiple things, right? But yeah, I think it's wacky that, you know, some folks are just kind of like, well, I'm not going to play the classics because they've been played a bajillion million times. And I'm like, well, I don't have issues with it. I don't have any qualms with it. Understood if you do, but that's funny. I was never aware of that. I just listened to the music and I was like, they're okay, you know? That was kind of my thing. I'm just kind of like, you know, I listen to them and I kind of go, all right. They're okay, I guess. Based on whether the front man is dating the current female singer. That's pretty great. I've never heard that trope before. I don't think people have ever told me that trope. But do they go through like a lot of singers? I'm unaware of that. Oh. That's pretty funny. So what, the front man, basically the guy who writes all the songs, was like, hey, I'm sliding it in, girl. You want to be in a band? Well, I'm sure it's like one of those things too, where it's like, you know, there are there's gals out there that want recognition, things like that, and kind of, yeah. You want to make it in showbiz, baby? You want to make it in showbiz, babe? Suck on this tooth for a while. I don't like that. I don't like that. Then again, when I've dated fellow musicians, it's always kind of gone downhill. I dated a drummer, and she was like not good. Well, actually, she was okay. She wasn't terrible. He also dated one or more of the backup dancers. Oh my god. The last time that I did see Mari Catman, though, her backup dancers were really funny. they were not in time with each other, and they were kind of Alex and I were trying to figure out what substances they were on. But we were laughing at how cute they are. because they just looked spaced out. You want to headline a show in the right, in the German wilderness in the middle of summer, baby. Hey, baby. So that's how you get a girlfriend, huh? All right. Well, I'm gonna let all the incels know. I'm gonna let all the incels in the world know, guys. That's how you do it. Listen, folks, you've been doing it wrong the whole time. Ah! Why? All right, I think I got what I needed. So I'm just gonna go down and be like, hey, did you want to see the picture I took on my picture machine? Oh yeah, like Eurythmics, right. Well, Annie Lennox was dating what's his face. I mean, they looked like a cute couple. My dad liked the Eurythmics back in the day. I mean, Sonic Youth is kind of one of those things too. You really think about it, it's like Kim Deal and Thurston Moore. I bet those were some like really awkward band fights. Okay, let's talk. Hey, yo, I got stuff.
Oh.
What about this image? I could be Kim Gordon, yeah. I have one of the first time I was ever in Chicago as an adult, and I went around. I went to I went to Reckless Records, and I got this Kim Gordon double EP. And it was like one of Kim Gordon's weird Japanese EPs that she did. I think it was like with the Boredoms or something like that. I still have it. I gotta pull it out for you one of these days. Thurston is a jerk, yeah. He is, of course. I mean, that just only makes sense. All the cool people are like, Steve Shelley came from Midland, Michigan. Ooh. Yeah, and he moved out of Midland when he was like 17. So what of it? Like, listen, my friends in mid-Michigan, we cannot like co-op Steve Shelley as one of our own. All right, you cannot co-op Steve Shelley. We cannot do that. He's less of our hometown boy. Sorry, I left Michigan when I was 14. Exactly. It's kind of one of those things. So anyway, we took a picture, and that professor guy, he was in the first game. He was in Breath of the Wild. Caleb was in Breath of the Wild, and he had a really stupid side quest. Did not like his side quest. It was in what region was it in? Anyway, he's like a hermit in the woods. And he's like, go take a look at these haunted ruins. Now, that's the best picture I could take.
No.
Promise Zelda, solemnly signed. Minoru. Minoru seems to be somebody's name. Southeast. But I want to thank everybody for being here, and even if you guys are just lurking, I appreciate you guys hanging out and spending time with us, and even watching and just kind of chilling out. I appreciate that. We are playing some Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and just having a gosh darn good old time. You also messing Zelda and a Demon King. Honestly, this Taro guy, Taro is quite the beefy boy. What's the matter? Southeast, Dragonland. Oh, I know where Dragonland. That's the Farron region, guys.
Oh.
Those two are fucking. Oh no, I'm being upstage. Yeah, whatever. Where were we? Something about a Dragonland to the southeast? How familiar. Hey! I knew it. Oh, what did you just say? Fantastic work, you mean? Yeah, we get a lot of lovely lore right now, so I appreciate everybody being here. And basically what he's saying is when we put together the script, so mention of the sage Miniru, I don't know. Something related to the three of them must be waiting for the Zonai ruins. We definitely have a catch here. We're doing great. So this Calip guy doesn't know what the word fantastic means. That's pretty darn great. Poopla, the Popla foothills. Skyview Tower over there. Oh, okay, the Popla foothills. So down, see. Let me see that booty with that birthmark, girl.
As the chief of this village, I can't leave my people.
All right, good. I don't want you to go anyway. All right, see you later, Papaya. Papaya. Papaya, papaya, bobaya. Oh, wow, they put full-on frogs here. In the first game, it was something completely different. Fuck you, chickens. You suck. Nobody cares about you goddamn chickens. You chickens. Stupid-ass chickens. Oh, hi. Arola, I like your hair. You're dumb. I want them all. Give me all your Aracuda wings. Hell yeah. I need your eyeballs more. So anyway, just to explain all of that lore, because I just wasn't in the mood to explain that lore. Basically, they have figured out, so the Demon King, all that kind of fantastic garbage, basically to say that we've got to go back to the future, Marty. No, I'm just kidding. So basically, they were speaking of. I don't have enough rupees. Fuck you. I'll get some more rupees. Everything will be fine, folks. So basically at this point, what we need to do is we need to go down to the Poopla ruins. Where is that? We have home base. Oh. But what was I getting at here? So to catch you up with the story and lore, we went to Hyrule Castle when we were strong enough, and you saw that last episode if you're watching on YouTube, and we basically found out that Princess Zelda, the cake was a lie, and since the cake was a lie, now we got to tell everybody else, because they're idiots, that the cake was a lie. And now we are dealing with fun stuff. Now what we're doing is we're figuring out who the fifth sage is. And what I need to do is I need to cook some food, baby. My ass is hungry. We're gonna hold. What do we got here? By fuse attack power, by most used, by type. There we are. There we are. We don't need no bombs. What do we got? Sundelions? How did I not put Sundelions? We can max out our Sundelions, but I do need to cook with Sundelions. Wow, that would have been nice earlier, but we are gonna need to cook with Sundelions. Hold. Time to make a mushroom stew. Oh, I know. It is like super satisfying. That's why I love these games. Personally, I love to sit and like play Breath of the Wild. I've beaten this game. I've beaten Breath of the Wild multiple times at this point. But Tears of the Kingdom, I've just been playing on stream. It's kind of one of those things that I decided I am going to make a YouTube series kind of about just my honest sort of adventures. That's why it's kind of rough and scrappy, because I'm not sitting there like getting a ton of crap every day and, you know, building up all my resources to a point. That's understandable. I love those puzzles. The thing is, it's that Breath of the Wild is one of those video games that it rewards critical thinkers and it rewards creative thinkers. And there's so many separate things that you can do. Oh gosh, yeah, that was Vah Ruta. So Vah Ruta is a fantastic shrine, but that's a fun one. I like, people say, oh, do Vah Ruta first. If you really want your playthrough of Breath of the Wild to be better, to be honest, go right to Gerudo Desert. I shit you not. Because the thing is that the game, how they program it is they tell you that because you meet the Zoras right away, they go, oh, go to the Zoras, go to the Zoras. Well, you can, yes. Okay, so here is the thing. Here's the thing with that, and I'm gonna tell you all secrets that if you watch YouTube enough Zelda tubers have told you this. There is a leveling system in Breath of the Wild and in Tears of the Kingdom. Enemies become harder as you defeat them. You have a secret level, and there are secret HPs, so the world around you adjusts as you go. The thing is that how they traditionally tell you to play the game, how the programmers want you to play the game, how Nintendo Nintendo's you to play the game. That's a Biss reference. I love Biss. Nintendo. They intend for you to play the game. Oh, the level is not a problem for you. It's the puzzle dungeons. Biss is great. I'm a big fan of Biss, yeah. My ex. Oh yeah, Mandarin solo album. That is good. She is good. But anyway, so. And speaking of Biss, actually, like my ex, one of my long-term ex-girlfriends, her brother went to go see Biss in the UK when they had like a couple of their reunion stints. Yeah, he was like in a long-distance relationship with someone else, and they were like, yeah, let's go see Biss, because they weren't coming to the US. So I was like, all right, let's go. Anyway, so the thing is that there's a leveling system. So the puzzle dungeons, there are multiple ways to beat the puzzle dungeons. Like there's like I don't know. You can look them up, and I suggest looking them up. But I don't mind the puzzle dungeons. Anyway, so that there's this secret leveling system. And if you go, the Thunderblight Ganon is like one of the worst. So if you defeat Thunderblight Ganon last, he's freaking terrible. So if you defeat him first, he's actually at a low level, and the whole trick is to go into the Farron shrines first, and you get the unzappable suit, right? And that's what you do. You get the rubber suit, and then you go in, you build up the rubber suit, you go through a bunch of shrines to get a big life bar, because you can do all this crap before you even decide to do anything, right? So what I always do is I hit up all the shrines from where I start, and I do all the shrines in the Farron region. I do a lot of the shrines around the Gerudo region for fast travel. I do the shrines where there are places that I can pick up resources, and I just build up my stamina bar and I build up my health bar. Now, it's not fun to watch, but it's very satisfying if you're playing it on your own. And I when I was doing this, I was in master mode as well. And so when I was doing my master mode playthrough, I hit the Gerudo area first. And it is the game changer, because the prize that you get from that, where you get the electric shock and everything, it just makes a world of difference. It's very good. It's very good. I highly suggest try a playthrough of Breath of the Wild, because like I said, what the game does is, what the programmers lead you to is they tell you to go to the Zora first. And then they tell you, I think, let's see, they tell you to go to the Zora, then they tell you to go to the Ruto, and then they tell you to go to the Goron, and then they tell you to go to the Gerudo. But if you change it up, if you do Gerudo, you do the Ruto, so that you can get up there. You can use the Ravioli's Wind or whatever it is. You can go up there and boom, you can hit the regions a lot easier. So once you have Ravioli's Wind and you can, do your little jump, it gets a lot, like the Zora gets a lot easier, everything like that. And then honestly, the Goron's last. And that's just one of those things that you can do. So welcome everybody to the stream. I really appreciate everybody being here. Hopefully all of y'all are having fun. Like I said, there's multiple ways to defeat the puzzles, and there's no shame in looking up the puzzles. Like, that's the thing. Okay, so it's the complicated physics puzzles. There was the one golf puzzle, and I actually have a very good solution for that one golf puzzle. And it's really hilarious because it's super freaking easy. I think it's one of my clips on my channel. I'll have to find it for you, but anyway. So we were gonna build more. Of course, it's raining. Hey, Calip. Ah, yeah. But the thing is like Breath of the Wild is such a satisfying playthrough. And there's like a lot of physics puzzles that you can just literally cheese. But they aren't in my kind of like mind, in my brain. They're not too obtuse for me, but that's just my brain, how it operates. That's the thing. I'm a mix of a creative thinker and a critical thinker. So that game is really good at rewarding both styles of thought. Yes. Behold, this is where the real game begins. Aw, Mitten Squad, rest in peace, dude. Paul, Mitten Squad.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Well, I have issues with spatial reasoning as well. So I get that. That's why I said that once you kind of take time and figure out how to cheese a puzzle, because you can cheese puzzles. You can cheese the puzzles in the 3D Zeldas. Well, at least in Breath of the Wild and in Tears of the Kingdom. It just takes a second. I just brute force this game. Dracozu Lake. All right. Yeah, I'm going to go southeast from southeast. All right. Well, you just don't feel it. You set up base there, old man. Ooh. One of these days I'm gonna come over and you better just like sit me down and you just give me a White Claw. Like, okay, just give me a 6-pack of White Claws and I will help you beat all of the tough boy puzzles. That's all you need to do. Just sit your old boy Racer down and I'll be like, hey, check it out. I physics puzzle golf. But yeah, I can cheese a couple of the puzzles in Breath of the Wild. In Tears of the Kingdom, I can't. It's a completely and that's just not, well, it's skill issue. It's my personal skill issues. But and there's a Talus right there. I think that's the Talus. What's up, bitches? Hi. I'd like to teach you all about my friends. Oh, it's a battle Talus. Did I beat this one yet? Hey guys, what's going on? You should have beat each other up. Okay. Okay, I got a hammer, so... Eat it, bitch. Beers of the Kingdom. White Claws have kind of been my thing again because I'm trying my best to not really like hit up the Licca as much lately. So I'm trying my best to be a good boy, so you should all be proud of me. But yes, there are Beers of the Kingdom. Let's see here. Well, first off, I should do this. Oh, yeah. That's not the strongest thing I have. Actually, a sturdy, thick stick is for bitches. Beers of the Kingdom. But yeah, like I said, I don't mind the whole. I don't mind White Claws right now, I should be saying. Yeah, I've been hitting those up if I want something to sip on. That's a big boy drink. But I've been cutting down lately. Let me up! Nah, cheese. Give me your stuff. Oh, Fenric bow. Hell yeah. Oh, no, I don't want that capture taken. You fools. Okay, so I went north. I did this to myself. Okay, Drakuzu Lake, Spring of Courage. We are gonna put a pin on that. So, do you like the puzzles? So I have a question for everyone in the chat, and not just for Why Do I Say. How do you feel about the puzzles in the second very fantastic video game that they call Lufia 2, Rise of the Sinestrals? How do you feel about those puzzles? All right, cool. Now we have the fire back. Goodness, I'm Beach. Hello, sir. I haven't seen him. Yeah, where the hell did he go? All right, I know where he is now. I'm just being stupid. Goodbye. All right, I'm being a joker. Let's see here. Sky Shrooms. We're gonna hold. Sky shrooms do nothing, but Stamlubs, they do everything. Lufia 2, I think, is a good game. I've spent some time with Lufia 2, and my take on Lufia 2 is that I enjoy it. I think that it is a game that I'm gonna do some cheesy honey rice, guys. Yeah, cheesy honey rice with hot peppers. Energizing meaty rice balls. Oh God, that sounds good. Okay, let's do hold. Let's see if I have any peppers. Oh, I do have peppers, spicy peppers. So in real life, if I was to make this, you guys would be like shitting your pants of how good it is. I'm gonna do double peppers. Holy shit, spicy rice meatballs. Okay, that's a new recipe. So I unlocked a new recipe thanks to all of you cool people on the internet who are watching this stream and enjoying themselves. I think the max that you can do anything is like 3 times, so we are making stuff 3 ways. Sundelions. I think Lufia 2 is a good game. I think it's I think it's well worth playing. It's definitely well worth trying. If you haven't tried Lufia 2, it is a game worth trying. Okay, I have nothing but okay, cool. All right, good. But yeah, there's a lot of like Zelda-esque puzzles in Lufia 2 that are worth looking at, worth looking at, and worth fun. They're fun. They're easy puzzles. They're fun. They're goofy. Now, right here, I remember this area being, yeah, this one was like this area was a flooded village, and people are like, what's the mystery of this, yeah, Daya village. Yeah, Daya. Oh my God. I don't know what directions are. I don't know what southeast is. This is my spatial, this is my problem with spatial stuff too. Look at that. Why do I say? You are you are watching me go in the complete absolute direction. The incorrect direction. Ah, what's southeast? That's for dum-dums. I don't know nothing. Oh, I see. He has a camp. This is a good idea because some bad guys, hashtag relatable. I'm like, where am I going? Southeast? What's that? Where's that? I bet you $5 there's a little baby right here. This rock can fuck off. Go into the water where you deserve to live, rock. Get yourself eroded over thousands and thousands of years of erosion. Oh! Nope. You're big. Ah! Thanks. Thanks for the memories. Thanks for the choo-choo jellies. Waka waka. I'm going to take a quick second here and get some more ice and some water. I will be right back and hit the head, and then we will do some more magic and fun. Magic the Gathering. The return of David Duchovny. Hashtag relatable. All right. Welcome back to the stream. Okay, we're supposed to read this book. Dear Caleb, the influence of the upheaval has spread to the Zonai ruins. Did you see those pillar-shaped ruins in front of this tent? There should be artifacts of that kind around here. An anomaly. And then there's more. The rubble at the base of the pillar is open. So yeah, I think in Breath of the Wild, it was just like big teeth. So it was just big ass teeth, and we couldn't go inside. But now we can. So I don't think I've rolled through here yet, but we're gonna do so. Boo boo. Let's roll into. Oh no! I think we've been in here. Oh, I want a mighty thistle. One of my favorite things about all of the Zelda games of all time is, of these games. Can I pray to you? Nah, I got 3.
I got 3. Give me that shit, dog.
So anyway, things have moved. Some people have said that, oh, technically, I don't know if you guys have ever heard this bullshit, but some people say, some might say that this video game is not a... That Breath of the Wild was... That's right, Breath of the Wild was the... Oh, there he is. Breath of the Wild was a simulation. Like how Snake Eater was a simulation. Oh, what's up? You found a way in. That's cool. Listen, there's a chest up there. I want that chest. This is Manifest Destiny. That's stupid. Charged shirt. Use an ancient ritual. Oh, hell yeah, baby. Well, you've never heard that? That's stupid. Yeah, that the Sheikah... Well, no, it's still an RPG, but the thing is that the Sheikah, you're still in the resting spot. So the thing is that there's a theory that you're in a simulation. That when you die, the game over. Nibbler, get out of there. You want to be seen, Nibbler? Oh, Nibbler's running away. She knows. Oh, that's what I mean. Yeah. So it's the Matrix. Yeah. That's even... I love you. I love you, Jer. Just because of that. Yes, I think it's a very stupid theory, too. That basically to help you with your fight against Ganon, most of the game you're in a simulation. And so to reteach you to all of your skills, you're in the bath, you're in the restoration, you're in the shrine of restoration. And that in the DLC, the only time when you're truly awake is for the 5th beast, which is the Shrine of Restoration, which opens everything up, supposedly. I think that's how the theory goes. But Zelda tubers, I think they've got me there. That's just the Zelda tubers. That's just how they operate. I don't know nothing. But yeah, I concur. It's dumb. Like, Zelda tubers have definitely come up with some really stupid theories. I sit there and I laugh about it. I go, oh, okay. But you know, the thing is that I try to be like fun on YouTube, and I try to be like, in a way, like a strange toxic positivity, where it's kind of one of those things where I'm like, yeah, I could really get behind that. But really, there's like a hint of sarcasm behind it. Like, I try not to get caught up in theories, because the Zonai theory that every Zelda tuber went with in like 2017 has been debunked, and they all feel stupid and they're all trying to backpedal. So I'm amazed that nobody has tried to backpedal the it's a Matrix simulation situation. Yeah, I came after all, bro. Wow. Oh, Nibbler. I'll give you a squeezy treat. You want a squeezy treat? You want a tube? A squeezy treat? So I give her little squeezy treats. She loves delectables. I don't know if you guys have cats, but I don't know what it is with cats, but they all love the delectables. Cat does not want to be on the internet. Yeah, Nibbler doesn't want to. She's she's don't pay attention. This is okay. I blue screen. And yes, guys, I do use a blue screen, so just so you know. Okay. I actually don't use a green screen. I actually like how blue screens work. Let's see, I've got a fair bit of knowledge on the script, just had to try deciphering it, but it still eludes me.
Oh.
All right, let's read it.
Oh.
Okay, wear the electric garb hidden at long-necked dragons along the wide-mouthed serpent. What do you make a forest serpent in dragons there? To me, the tall pillars around the ruins designed to look like dragons. Forest serpent. Uh-huh.
Oh.
What in the world is the Zonai charge? And where's this tail with an altar? If we can crack all these codes. So we were given a new clothes to wear, the charged shirt. We were given the charged shirt. What do we got here? So we got to wear the charged shirt. I'm gonna put this on too. Like, look how cool we are, folks. I'm gonna wear some Solomon Grundy pants. Oh, my nibbler. Okay. My damn shit. Sorry about that, guys. This is the fun stuff when we do all of the fun. Half the fun, all of the. It's never perfect. But it's good enough for me. It's good enough for Granddad, good enough for me. Let's see here. So we got to wear the charged shirt. So we are Charged Boy. And so what we got to do is we got a Zonai charge. All right. There's a tail at the altar. Right. Adventure log. Wear the electric garb hidden at the long neck dragon, along with the wide mouth forest along offer Zonai charge to the altar. Oh God, no. Hi, I'd like to beat you up. No. I don't get them in the water. Oh no. We've gotten them both in the water. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Wait, did I just get a bunch of choo-choo jellies? Choo-choo jellies, the electric ones? I sure did. Where do you live? There we go. Hello? I got you guys. Hi, bye. Hit y'all again. See, guys, this is how you do it. And my royal guard's bow broke. It's okay. We got Demon King's bow. Sir. Oh, that's a white guy. There he is. So we have to do a Zonai charge at the tail, Silver Lozalfo's horn. So we're seeing some stuff. Right here. Oh, hey. Oh, hi. All right. Watch me be a dork. Okay, so we're doing the right thing. I have not looked this up. This is my first time playing this game. I'm just guessing. Oh, the charged trousers. That's me. I'm the charged trousers. I wear charged. Oh, cool. We're barefoot, guys. I love it. You know, they tell me that passion is a fashion. Fashion is a passion, right? Oh. Oh, by the way, why do I say? I was actually talking to my mom about a couple of things about her time at Gloob. And I told her, I said, my friend Jer can fix VHS tapes. And she gave you full permission. If I send you the Gloob VHS tape, because I still have it, if you can fix it, she said that you can put that on archive.org. But it's really crazy because it's the 1998 toy. Like, there's a bunch of prototype toys on there and stuff like that. It's really cool. I showed it off on my stream a few times before the tape broke. One of my newer VCRs, one of my newer HDMI VCRs actually ate it. So let me find that tape because I know that I have it with I know that I have it with my stuff when I moved out because I didn't toss it out. But I can mail it to you. So we'll talk about that on Discord. I'll mail it to you, and if you can fix it, you can transfer it and everything. It's very interesting. It's a very cool tape. I think it's well worth putting on the internet. Yeah, I was very mad because, okay, so here's a funny thing, and this is the reason why I'm kind of mad at the world. And this is what happened. This is what happened. I bought those, so the first HDMI VCR I bought lasted me a while, but it was causing problems. I have two HDMI VCRs that my friend was like, the mechanisms lock up, you just need to fix them. I don't know how to fix them. The tape itself didn't break and just came off the spool. No, there's a break between, there's an actual break, like it snapped in half, but it was like a clean snap. But I'm just gonna mail you the tape just so you can kind of figure out like where it all went wrong. And then you can call me the poop head later. But you guys, you are witnessing history in motion, my sweet friends, my sweet internet friends. You're witnessing RaycerX create some cool things. But yeah, this was when my mom was, aw, my Nibby is down here. But like I said, if you can fix it, then you can use it and archive it for the archive.org and put it in your collection. But you do have to credit me and you do have to credit my mom. Oh my god, Nibbler. Nibbler, if you do that again, you're gonna get it put on the internet. This is my threat to my cat. Sir. Where the hell's my bow? Fine. I will I'm gonna take that topaz rod.
Topaz.
Grim Necromancer. Yo, welcome to the stream, Grim Necromancer. How are you doing today? Thanks so much for being here. If you don't use splicing tape, you can cause snow. Okay, still likely going to be some messed up video on the part of where the break happened. I don't know where the break happened, so we might be like missing some very weird and rare. So you might be missing some like weird and rare video stuff, but I will say that there is some fantastic like Galoob toy history, and that's why I'm giving it to you. That's why I'm going to give you the tape to put on archive, because it's really cool. It's kind of like the thought process. Also, one of the most hilarious things too is that the people that were like on the sales team were trying to show how the toy works, and the toy breaks. You're good. What, in the 1990s? So back during the 1990s, my mom worked for Galoob, and I have some pretty rare tapes, and some of them broke in a VCR. I had an HDMI VCR, and over COVID, I was a streamer that showed that tape a good amount, and it was one of the big tapes that I have, and one of the most important tapes is a 1998 toy line tape. So basically, it was like a bunch of prototypes and a bunch of stuff that, you know, you never got to see, like a lot of the Action Fleet stuff. So Galoob was a toy line that had the Star Wars, They had the Star Wars licensing along the same lines and the same time as Hasbro Kenner had it, and eventually Galoob had issues just keeping it all together, basically. And so eventually when Galoob went defunct, Hasbro bought Galoob. I understood 2 sentences. No worries, Grim Necromancer, it's fine. I'm just an old boy. I'm just an old baby. But thanks for being here. I appreciate you. The Veritech toys just break in the salesperson's hand. That happened in the Matchbox Robotech demo that's on the Robotech Extras DVD. Yeah, so a lot of the Matchbox Robotech toys I heard were notoriously fragile. But I think that was like one of the big issues with a lot of Japanese toys too, is that they were notoriously cheap and fragile. And I've actually seen that video of the Matchbox toys just like falling apart and like the salesperson is like, Well, that's the thing. So oh, okay. Well, so there was some monster truck toys in the later. Oh, the Japanese toy is really good. Okay, that's good to know. But I'm just saying, like, in the sense of my experience with Japanese toys, some of them were kind of cheap. At least what I got. Okay, so we got a blood moon. Who cares about the blood moon, right? We're talking about toys. We're talking about a time in majesty and brilliance. So I got pants. I got a shirt. I think I need something else now, right? So where we were at the tail. So we have to offer. Oh God, no! You guys like no, you're dead. I hate you all. I came in here with. With not a lot of resources. All of my good resources are gone. I don't like that. I need to reposition my targets. But the Matchbox, but anyway, so in, geez Louise, what I was getting at was there was these toys of monster trucks that transformed, and one of the mechanisms broke in the hands of the, what was it? It was in the hands of the salesperson. It was in the hands of the sales manager, and it was a regional sales manager. It was like my mom's direct boss. And she's just sitting there, and they're just like laughing about it. They're just like, oh, well, this happens. This won't happen on the real toy though. But it was like monster trucks, like their face opened up and they all had like a little theme. There's like a Jason theme. So there was like a hockey player theme, like with like a Jason, mask or whatever. There was, what was there? We had like one of the cool guy themes. And that was fun. Oh, I haven't been here yet, have I? I ain't been here yet. Oh wait, this is the altar. Okay, I gotta give a Zonai charge, right? I'm gonna do the Zonai charge. All right, guys, wish me luck. Time for a Zonai charge. Prototypes are always way more fragile than protection toys. That's true. Like, I'm not trying to say like the salespeople are bad. The thing is, it's like, to be a good salesperson, you kind of have to have like a childlike, you have to have, in my personal opinion, like a childlike play with toys. You kind of have to be a little rough with it. because if it breaks, then you know, okay, we got to go back to the drawing board. Sometimes it might be too late, but you know, a prototype, yeah, always gonna go a particular way, right? But yeah, I'm gonna offer a large zonai charge. I'm gonna drop it there. So this is the altar. This is the altar at the end, but I'm not wearing all the right clothes. So we gotta go back. Oh, okay. So I have to follow Jakuzu Lake a little bit better to find all of the clothes. I am enjoying this part of the game. I am gosh darn enjoying. I'm kind of cheesed because at the end of the tale, I found it. Whoa, hello. Oh, God, no. Get out of my house. All right, good. You guys suck. We'll take a duplex bow. I have no issue using gloom weapons right now. Not gonna lie. What are we doing? But yeah, I think you'll get a kick. Like once you watch that sales video, you're just, wow, that's enjoyable. What a fool!
This is for the boss.
What's up, guys? Yay, my gloom spear broke! Hooray! Hip hip hooray! Wow, I have so many gloom weapons. That's really fantastic. Hi, I have topaz rods too. You guys want any in on any of this? Look at that! Wow, no, you're so terrible. Oh, cool, I electrocuted him. Hi, Greg. You know what? I could use some of these eightfold blades and all that wonderful weapons. Hello. Hi. Yes. And pick up the bananas. Take all of your rupees as well, please and thank you. I'm just gonna let my dum-dums just screw around. Hi. Yeah? Oh God, no. Hi. Ah! See you later, alligator. Oh, I don't like the cut of your jib. Let's throw shit at you. Okay. Nah. Whoa. I like to throw ice fruit at your face. Whoa, bro. No. See, guys, this is how you just get really good at playing this game. Lizzo. My homies are all in the way. But I do feel bad, like I said there for... All right, Electric Lizalfo's tail.
Electric Lizalfo's tail.
We've gone off track. We have two of the pieces of a particular build that we need, but we're running into so many monsters and stuff. Oh wait, there's a cave. There's a cave I haven't found yet. Hey, where are you going? Where are you going? Oh, there's a cave. Hi. Oh no, there's a cave. I've been to this cave. I think. Yeah, I have. Godly. Gotta use my ultra hand. Unless this is just a stuffed cave. This is more... Okay, the check mark is I got the bubble frog. That is the check mark. That is the check mark. I got the booble frog or bubble frog. I've been calling it booble frog like all game. And no one has corrected me, which is very good, which I appreciate. The Zelda community has been very nice to me for the most part. I think they are unaware of me, like Sly Stallone. They are unaware. Yeah, give me all my food back, baby. All right, we're looking for clothes. We're looking for clothes. We're looking for clothes. And that's what we're gonna do because, oh, wait a second here, big guy. Wow, boy howdy, has the world. We gotta go back to the beginning. Once we find all of these clothes, because we already put the Zonai charge down. We found the place to put the Zonai charge down. And then I promise you, we're going to be moving on to bigger and better things. As far as I know. All right, so... The Faron region, I've always had... Oh, wait, what's up here? Something like that. Instead of my demon. Oh, it is back to normal. It was all weird, and then we saved it. We did the Lord's work. We put Jesus back into the hearts of all the Koroks, all the little baby Koroks. We read them the Bible. We read them the illustrated Bible. He said Jonah got into the big whale, but his faith in God got him out of it. Then we showed then we showed him a bunch of Davy and Goliath cartoons in The Greatest Adventure, talking about like 90s obscure Christian cartoons. Showed him a bunch of Mac and Me's. Back when like Christian cartoons tried. Like, we have to put some effort into this. If we don't, no one will watch this. But then again, there was definitely some low budget weird ass stuff back in the day, like Bible Man. And one of the funniest things, though, that I will say, by the time I made it to Christian school, it was okay to like crap on Bible Man, and it was like one of those things where I went to school with when I went to God school, I went to school with a bunch of fine Lutherans, and and one of the funniest things is that it was like they had their own little memes, you know, when it came to like Bible Man and like Mac and Me and shit like that, and Veggie Tales. They were like, oh, we won't watch Veggie Tales, like high schoolers that, you know, are obviously getting into trouble and stealing liquor from their parents, which Superbook is superior, absolutely. Superbook is awesome, and yes, because it's anime. But one of my first anime was like Osamu Tezuka, the Old Testament anime that they had, because my church bought all of the VHS tapes. My Lutheran church bought all of the anime VHS tapes of the Bible. Never seen that. Did I tell you I was forced to go to Lutheran school from kindergarten to first grade? Well, I like I said, I grew up Lutheran as well, so they are the least of our troubles. But Osamu Tezuka's Bible anime. In the Beginning. Yeah, it was called In the Beginning, and it's actually pretty freaking good. But yeah, it's called in Japan Osamu Tezuka's fifth grade. But yeah, Osamu Tezuka's In the Beginning series is actually pretty good. I suggest that. It's a good anime. And they have no, one of the coolest things that I like about that anime is that it has no qualms with being not exactly graphic. Like it wasn't meant to be graphic by any means of the imagination, but what I really enjoy about it was I like one part where there was like they did the story of Noah. And what really got me when I was a kid, one of the people that drowned was a man that was sleeping with a prostitute. It's like pretty freaking awesome. And they died. And there was like people in it was kind of like some of those things were graphic. Like it goes up to the story of Jesus, basically, of the birth of Jesus. It's pretty cool. I enjoyed the heck out of it. And I suggest it. One of my friends actually has all of the VHS tapes of In the Beginning. Pretty hard to find, supposedly. But, okay, we're supposed to go with some of the glows. Oh, there it is. No! Interesting. Oh, cool. Okay. So I knew I was missing something, folks. Ain't that quaint? Wait, you combined Superbook with Evangelion? That is beautiful. I am down with that. But yeah, when I was a kid, I didn't watch much Superbook because we didn't have the tapes for Superbook. But Superbook was definitely, in my personal opinion, overshadowed by having like Osamu Tezuka do In the Beginning. Didn't like wasn't he well, he wasn't exactly a born again Christian, but didn't he convert to Christianity before he died, supposedly? Like, that's the reason why he did the In the Beginning series. Like, he became a Christian, like, close to his death, and that's why he made him. I don't know the exact story, but that was, like, something I heard. That was, like, rumor and innuendo. That's something I want to look up, because supposedly Osamu Tezuka was kind of like ashamed of being a furry and everything like that. And I guess like one of his daughters found, like after he died, like one of his daughters found like naked mouse drawings. It's like, well, if you've ever watched Legend of the Forest, he gave mice tits. So I actually have that in one of my bootleg tapes that when I was younger, and I was like 12, 13 years old, my anime plug, who was my dad's buddy, who was like in his 40s, 50s, just like anime guy. Yeah, that's true. But supposedly, according to him, he was ashamed of that, and he converted later in his life. I don't know, when I was in Tokyo, one of the funniest things I came across, like one of the first things, like my first day in Tokyo was like a giant ass church of Scientology. Like I was just like walking around Tokyo, Tezuka, and yeah, yes, 1001 Nights is pretty wild, but it's a fantastic anime. It looks great. Golly. It's kind of one of those things, like if you have no shame, watch it because it looks cool. And I am really low on arrows. Man, I have really wasted a lot of arrows killing stuff or attempting to kill things. All right, I am wearing all of the things that I'm supposed to wear. I got a full set of armor. Where was it? Somewhere around, okay, it was somewhere around here. The tail, oh, there it is, folks. There it is, boys. But yeah, that's something to look up. But you know what? Good for him. Like the thing is like some people need to go on spiritual journeys to kind of just do their thing, just to kind of I don't know, if they feel ashamed for something, if they need to repent or whatever, you know, good for them, right? And I think death comes for us all, and it's kind of like one of those things where we all get afraid of getting old and dying and not going to the good place, because it's kind of set in our brains that, oh, we're not going to go to a good place, we're not good enough people. There is an absolute deity that doesn't exactly make a lot of sense, that judges how it wants to judge, and it's called brainwashing. Yeah, well, okay. Hey, I did it. Okay, I did the right thing. I was worried for a second.
Nibbler.
My little cat, she's just so wonderful. This took us a little bit longer than it should have, but this is cool, to be honest. You guys get a cutscene today. I've been doing the main story of the game, so... Oh, shit! Okay. Okay, so if you guys remember a couple of episodes ago, I was trying to diffuse those clouds. I was like flying around up there and like, hey guys, we should get those clouds. That would be really cool. Well, look at that. Look at that. We did it today. Boy, howdy. We sure did it today. We're so good at video games.
Oh,
Oh, it's you again. Yes, I'm wet as hell. in tiny. I'm very tiny. Like I had an argument with someone about Link's size in Breath of the Wild, and I'm like, no, Homeboy is 4 feet tall, and they're like, no, he's like 5'2" or something. I'm like, no, Homeboy is 4 feet tall. Homeboy is nimble and tiny.
Oh.
Like, you can't handle a tiny king. That's your problem. But I also was arguing with someone who was like 5'11". They're like fat as fuck too. Nibbler, you get away from there. You get away from there, you dang cat. That darn cat. Okay. Look, it's just Tom Cruise. It's true. It's true. And it gets even better. Okay. Wait a minute. Why has it gotten worse? Be right back. Okay, there. We figured it out. Kind of. Sort of. One moment. Oh. There we are. Cheese and crackers, folks. Oh, one thing I don't like about my new blue screen setup. I can tell you that. You know what? I like Legend. I think Legend holds up. Oh, by the way, I forgot to show you. Look what I got from my bootleg boy recently. Angel's Egg and Neo Tokyo. Neo Tokyo is very good. If for the folks out there who have never seen Neo Tokyo, very good. It's an anthology film. I kind of consider it to be like a precursor to Memories. Like Memories is super fucking good, but Neo Tokyo is also a really good anthology film. Ooh. It is the Hall of the Century.
Huh. No.
Well, all right. Oh, I mean Robot Carnival too. Yeah, Robot Carnival is like also a really fantastic anthology film. So like the anthology films that kind of shaped my childhood, Robot Carnival, Memories. As a young anime fan, Robot Carnival, Memories, Neo Tokyo, of course. Yep. You know, I give Otomo shit, but like Otomo is just an ideas guy. Like that's what I've realized about Otomo is that he's definitely an ideas guy. He's definitely a guy that makes cool things happen. But then again, it's like you also watch Harmageddon and you're like, what the fuck is this? I mean, he is an ideas guy. Like he can draw himself out of a pickle. No, he's a wonderful artist. I concur. And he does have. Oh, okay. So is everyone else's fault for Harmageddon? Because a lot of people want to blame Otomo for Harmageddon, and it's like, okay. But Harmageddon, I still find some charm in. You know, how is that Otomo's fault? That's very true, yeah. that other people want to blame Otomo for that, not me. But that's really interesting because it's like, you know, Rintaro, lots of people really give super praise to Rintaro. Have you ever watched Download? That's a great Rintaro, like, lost film. One of my favorite pieces of Rintaro work is the Final Fantasy OVA, Final Fantasy V OVA. So good. But I like Rintaro. I like Rintaro as a director. But yes, he has had some stinkers, like you were saying, Harmageddon. But yeah, a lot of the anime tubers, so the AniTubers, they blame Otomo. That's where I get my opinion from. And like Harmageddon isn't even bad. Like Harmageddon has holes, but like Harmageddon has holes in it because it's based off of a book series, like you were saying. It's an adaptation. And not a lot of people know that, but it's hilarious to watch AniTubers just like talk about shit they don't know. Now, I will say a bad adaptation is Chimera, and I have that OVA. The manga is really cool, but the OVA is absolute hot shit. And it's like the kind of hot shit that it's like it's fun to show people because the dub is also stupid. So you watch it and you're just like, oh wow, this is a big treat to watch. Oh my god, X the movie? Hell yes. I love X. Yeah, Rintaro did X. I love the directorial work of Rintaro. Yeah. Harmageddon, but there's like one British AniTuber. This is why like I've talked to Nate about like how much both of us hate AniTubers, because they take from the Bennett the Sage thing and they just are like trying to find jokes on how to like tear apart anime that's actually good without doing any of the fucking research. But yeah, Chimera is a shit ass anime, but it's fun to show people. It's like, here's a bad anime with a bad dub, and it's funny. But the manga is actually good. There's no way anything wrong. Right, exactly. But that's the thing. That's what the AniTubers say. So this is why we don't like anime tubers, anime YouTubers. I don't know. I have a problem with almost every anime YouTuber. Like, I think like Retcon 404 is okay. Well, they are morons, I guess. Yeah, they are morons. Like Retcon 404 actually did a really good job with talking about brain powered. It's not hard to do research. Watch the fucking end credits. Some folks didn't want to, like Bennett the Sage was definitely notorious for not watching the end credits and trying to like make things like ironically feel like a piece of art while it's not. And it's like really making fun of Masami Obari, you know, and it's like, oh, I just know him for all of his porn garbage. And it's like, Masami Obari is like one of the greatest designers of all time, you stupid dick. I still have qualms against Bennett the Sage to this day, and Mother's Basement's all right. Glass Reflection is whatever, you know. But yeah, Obari fucking rules. I concur. It's kind of like one of my things with like Ken, what's his face, who came up with Ken Izu, what's Badoo, who came up with the later incarnations of Getarobo, and well, just came up with Getarobo, and then was like, "Hey, you're my best friend, Go Nagai. Do you want some? Do you want some into this?"
You're talking to the Rolex wearing.
Am I talking to the Rolex wearing boy? Oh, son of a gun!
Wheeling, dealing.
But yeah, I was actually thinking about Getarobo Armageddon because it's on sale right now. I was thinking about buying it on Blu-ray. Yeah, Ken Ishikawa. Yes. Ken Ishikawa is like super underrated too, in my personal opinion. I love I love what him and Go did together. You know, and you can tell it's like two best friends like nerding out and being like, let's make the stupidest thing possible, but the most brilliant thing possible. But yeah, Getarobo, just so fucking cool. Yes. Yep. You want to put it with Go Nagai just because, like, there is some flavor of Go Nagai in there, and it's easier to sell that way. Armageddon is beautiful. I have Armageddon on VHS. So there is Harmageddon and there's Armageddon. And yes. So what we're supposed to do next, guys, is we got to go back. Ooh, excuse me. We got to go back here. But for everybody who's watching on YouTube, I'm actually going to be ending the recording here. And Armageddon is a strange anime VHS. It was on manga video. And it's well worth watching. Anyway, we are going to go back and try to find a story and try to find a plot. I'm going to be moving along with all of our fantastic friends. So if you don't watch the streams when they show up. But I thank you for watching on YouTube. And you guys are very fantastic. So thank you all for watching and hanging out on the live show while we play The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom and have some fun and some magic together. So I will see you again soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And